What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work first. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grab behind the line, it's Thomas. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Caught in the backfield, it's Flores.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Intercepted, and the first drive in for the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Fires to the tight end. Shakes off the defender. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job playing physical by the defense. That's a great job. He catches the ball, gets a yard, and the defense goes, no, sir. You go no more. And now, next time he catches it,
going for it all. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares. For defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He'll keep it himself. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding.
Turning on the Jets. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter.
At the 26-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give out of the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Maleava. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. LSU dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Rush is on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
I know everyone's yelling like, you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But when you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes the catch at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting 1st down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
And the Bruins pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Floating away. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Finds his tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the second. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hunt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bruins hit it quickly to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like, this guy's a handful. Like, he shows the ability to throw the ball.
Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, UCLA. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. This quarterback part of their running game. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Bringing the heat. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Terrapins will call on their punt team. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes a handoff. It's Thomas. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Grabs it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Webb. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Got out of trouble and throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Makes one man miss. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Takes it the other way. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on 1st down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Here's a hit. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the move, it's Thomas. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Back to throw, it's Washington. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Maryland!
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point ties the game in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This will test them. You just gave up the game-tying interception, and now it's on you to try to get the lead back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. That one comes out hot down the right side.
You got to be so careful as a QB when you're throwing outside. It's got to be on time. That one a little bit late, and the defender caught it out of bounds. That should have been another interception. This QB's already thrown a couple.
Under fire. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Touchdown, Terrapins! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Bruins. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown, Maryland! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll work his way down to the 28. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He won't make it. Stopped short of the goal line. The attempt for 2 is no good, and they are still down by 1. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've been challenged now, Jesse, and it's up to this offense to provide an answer.
Yeah, they've got to be able to get the momentum back, David. We know that's a real thing in college football. Here, late in the game, you still got the lead, but how can they answer?
And I think that's what you remember. Still got the lead. Doesn't matter the defense just gave up a score. Let's execute and keep this lead.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Off the RPO, complete. Here he goes. Lots of running room. Tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Terrapins.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a two-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Sure hands, it's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Off play action. Looking for the end zone. And that is... interception.